Hello everybody. Um, this is episode 5. I didn't expect to make another video. Let me just check this is working. Yeah. I didn't expect to make another video so soon. Currently on the 25th. Episode 4 was yesterday. But my setup has come up again in the PM session. And my job is to execute when I see my setup. So here we are again. We are in longs. Going over yesterday's trade. Yeah, so yesterday was here. Yeah. So we would have ended up hitting up TP, which I did show in episode 4. But what happened after was an extreme dump. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was not anticipating this whatsoever. But this is what occurred afterwards. You could see why I was hesitant. I don't normally see price action act this funny, and being one tick away, it caused a lot of pain for me. So I was just worried it was going to come running back on me, which it did. So, although I did break my rules, which isn't good, and I would have hit TP, we move on, and we're now on to this trade over here, which the narrative for me was bullish, because so we still all have all that liquidity up there, which I marked in episode 4. Lots of equal highs is what all the blue lines are. My draws and liquidity, those are all the equal highs. So I'm still expecting those to get run. They haven't been run yet, and obviously this gap up here is still not been completely filled, right? We did come in and tap in there and reject off it. But we came down, and it looks like that we did find our draw down here. Whether that be this, this inversion down here, this liquidity over here, whatever it was. Here we are, another hourly gap. Price is obviously done searching down lower, and now it's time for it to search in the opposite direction, which is what I feel like it's going to be doing today. There is slight SMT as well with ES and NASDAQ. So ES did not take out this low down here, whereas NASDAQ, no. What did I see earlier then? So it's this low here. So ES did take out this low here, whereas NASDAQ didn't. So that shows me slight SMT, as well as these lows down here. Notice how 9 o'clock candle was the low, whereas here it was 10 o'clock and the 9 o'clock was here. So there's clear SMT there as well. Lots of bullish PD arrays on the M5. So we came up, broke structure, gap, price came back down. We probably wicked up on a, maybe not wicked up, but definitely showing support here. Well, considering it did go up anyway. Price moved up, gap, come down, wick, move up, gap, wick, move up, gap, etc, etc, etc. So when the session opened at 2 o'clock, I had my point of interest marked out, my area where I like to see price come into before I take any trades. I won't be taking any trades unless price comes into that point of interest or my expected area, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. And this was mine. It was the 15-minute fair value gap. I was not going to take a trade unless price came back down into here and showed me that it wasn't ready to go lower. It wanted to keep going up, which it did here. Price came down. As you can see, it was the lower the gap. Body's closed within it. Small wicks out. And now we started pushing up a little bit. So my TP is up here. It's just the start of this massive gap here. Take out these highs, tag into this, and hopefully we should be good. Like I always say, win or loss, it's just my edge playing out. In the long run, we will be profitable because I know my edge has a higher probability over this market. Just as long as I execute correctly, do not exit early, and do not cut my stop loss or do not move it, which I did do yesterday. and I said I wouldn't do it again, so I will try my best. And yeah, just execute my plan accordingly. We also had a bit of, I was looking at DXY as well. Dixie, there's a massive low here, gap on the M15, M5. 1 hour as well, price came up. I want to see these lows get taken, maybe come a little bit lower into this gap. But ideally, this is sort of the daily, a massive daily gap, so it should hold really if it were bullish. But if we continue going lower, I'm probably bearish for DXY, and a lot of people are quite bullish on it. As am I, but I just go off of what I'm seeing. And from the monthly chart, I don't know why I'm diving into this, it's quite off topic, but on the monthly chart, see this gap, we've wicked hard from it. We could, we still got 5 days left. We could hold within this gap, or we could be above it. Doesn't matter either way, I'm just saying. And on the daily, obviously, we've got this gap here. That's meant to hold price, but if we push low it and we close below it, I won't be bullish for DXY. But I don't know what's going to happen. It could very, very much easily go up. So, yeah, let's just see how this trade plays out. Just taking this high. I just want to see price really just hit my TP. I don't want the same thing as yesterday to happen. And I don't want it to become a bad habit where I close early either. So I am just going to try and stick my best to this. I haven't told you guys this, but in my rules, I am allowed to go break even if a high has been taken. So I can go break even if I need to. I'm going to try my best not to close this trade, although we have tapped into this gap and we have taken out this high. So, and from what happened yesterday, I really don't want it to happen again. So I'm just going to try and be patient and wait and watch. If we can just get one little push, that'd be grand, and there we go. We are out for that trade. It was a nice quick one. And yeah, I did not close my trade early, considering what happened yesterday when it was literally a tick away, and it caused me about half an hour of mental pain holding through that trade. But luckily this time we actually tapped through it, even though taking out this high and tapping into a gap. Like I did say, I do think price is still going to surge higher. Aim for these highs up here. But yeah, that's my future predictions. Since I'm out, I don't really give a fuck about what's going to happen. But tomorrow I won't be trading, so I'll be back on the charts on Tuesday, as I don't trade Mondays. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.